Hey everyone, so I'm not in Hawaii right now. I was going through my footage and I saw I never filmed an introduction for this day, probably because we had to leave Hana really early in the morning to get to the national park, so I'm just filming this as my quick introduction. Alright. Driving towards the summit district of Haleakala National Park, you will see the long dormant volcano with the observatory from clear across the island. When you first enter the park, there will be a couple of really nice hikes to do in the forested area. With fantastic views and spectacular foliage and flowers to see, you might even be tempted to turn into a tree hugger. Hey, I won't judge you. Driving further up the volcano, you will eventually enter the clouds. It can ruin the views, but it certainly adds an atmosphere you can't normally experience. And hiking through a dense cloud is definitely unique. You just need to be careful where you step, since a lot of these hiking trails are around steep cliffs. Continuing up the windy road, you will eventually pass beyond the clouds and will be looking down upon them. This is where the views really start to open up. It is no wonder why watching the sunrise and sunset is such a popular attraction here. Finally, you will reach the summit of the volcano. Standing at slightly over 10,000 feet above sea level, it is the highest peak on the island of Maui and is the third highest peak in the entire state, surpassed only by Mauna and Mauna Loa on the Big Island. This volcano forms 75% of the island of Maui, with the western 25% of the island being formed by the West Maui Mountains. There are some pretty great views of Haleakala Crater at the Visitor Center, and of course there is the observatory to see as well. It is Hawaii's first astronomical research observatory and is owned by the University of Hawaii, which operates many of the facilities on site and leases portions to other organizations, such as the military. After taking in the sights and doing some of the smaller hikes around the summit area, we headed back down the mountain and went over to Lahaina for lunch. Lahaina is a small town on the western side of Maui that is very popular with both locals and tourists alike. Although it was very crowded when we were there, especially at the restaurant, the fantastic food more than made up for it. There are a lot of small shops in this area, and the very popular Lahaina Banyan Court, which has a very impressive banyan tree. It's all like the same tree.
Yeah, it's like, look at the branch comes off that, goes onto this one, sucks into this one.
Yeah, that is weird. Huh. And then yeah, it goes all the way over down into that tree. Now that we're all set up in the hotel, I think we're gonna go check out the area, maybe walk along the beach, and then probably get some food. After that, I'll probably end the video. And I don't even know why I'm narrating this. I just thought it would be a good intermission thing, but now that I'm doing it, it just kind of seems odd. So fast. Sushi. Get a load of that. Focus on this one. And this one. Now Laura using chopsticks. Oh man, she's being filmed. Oh man, she's being nervous.
Can't do it.
Aww. And it is another beautiful morning in Hawaii. We're gonna get ready to go snorkeling, and I'm gonna bring the GoPro and try to capture as much footage of that as I can. And then after that, we're gonna go to the luau. All right, let's go. Okay, so quick update. The GoPro, I guess, broke while we were doing our snorkeling, so I probably only got like 30 seconds of footage, which is really too bad. We saw a lot of like spectacular things, tons of fish, tons of coral, turtles, an octopus, tons of things. And for some reason, the case of my GoPro leaked and water got inside of it and it ruined it. I'm really hopeful that the memory card is okay, because I had a lot of footage on that memory card from like the prior days in Hawaii. If I lost all that footage, that's gonna make me very sad. So I'm hoping that that's okay. It is salt water, so it is corrosive, so I don't know. And I don't have a computer with me to check. So that'll have to wait for a couple days before I can check that. Okay, so another quick update. I looked online and the memory card that I use is supposedly resistant to both freshwater and saltwater. So the little bit of footage I got from the snorkeling should still be there, so I'm gonna show you that now. And then after that, we're gonna go to the luau and I'll film that and show that as well. Alright.
Alright, now everybody say imu! Imu! The imu is the ancient underground oven method of cooking that we use out here in the islands, okay? Now, here at the old Lahaina Luau, this is our imu right here in front of you guys. It's roughly 8 feet wide and it's about 3 feet deep. Everybody ready?
Yeah!
1, 2, 3! So, anytime you guys see us on stage, you guys need to make a lot of noise. Can you guys do that? Yeah! Sometimes when the crowd gets loud enough, Dylan shakes it extra.
That's the stage. And then, oh, so we do have like the best seats in the house.
I know, really.
Because we're like the last table and then we're like right in front of the stage.
Oh,
I'm not gonna waste my plate space on salads.
Excuse me, I'm gonna get a little salad.
It's a nice heavy duty plate.
Yeah, it is. It's got ring stuff.
Yeah, look at this thing.
It does. It looks.
It'll be full soon enough. I don't even know what is on this plate.
You know, like, I had to lay down for like a week. Brutal.
That was awful. Oh yeah. Oh, same with us.
Welcome to a celebration of our people, the people of Polynesia. Looking back on days of old in preparation for journeys far off into the distance, our ancestors.